What's going on, everybody? It's been a whole minute since I've done Tales from the Dryer. But today is January 24th, and I am 48 and some change years old. I'm really excited about that. But I saw this video of this older lady saying, pick a number and decide that's your number, and you'll live that youthful life for the rest of your existence. So my number is 36. Some of y'all, why do you pick 36? 36 is about a year after I became a biological mom. And I say biological mom because I feel like I've been mothering my entire existence. That's a part of the gift. But 36, I had a good year in with James Adam, and I started working out. And that was just the time that I looked at myself one time and was like, you can do this. And I really believed it. I could do it. And we're 12 years in from 36, and I have done it. And so you said, what is the done? Just, gotten to the point of living life in an extraordinary way. The reason I come on here today is to talk about somebody who has lived life with me as long as my existence has been. And it is my mother. My mother is Trina McWhirter Cook. And for a very long time, I didn't think my mother loved me at all. And I say this all the time. I said, she definitely loved my sister more than she loved me. And it took me a long time to figure out that that just wasn't the case. The truth was, she had no idea what to do. She had just become a mother, and I was the first. And she was in her 20s, which I think is crazy. But, people have children in their 20s all the time. Not only was she in her 20s, she was 20 freaking 1 when she had me. And I was so different from her. I was loud, and I was big. And I'm saying that in reference to her, because if anybody knows my mother, she's very petite and she's very quiet. And I was the very opposite. And personality-wise, I was nosy. My mama has a nosy streak in her too, but she wasn't nosy like me. I was nosy like, what happened? Who did it? Where they at? Like, I wanted to know. And at the time, that's the only word we had for it was nosy, back in the 1900s. And of course, now it is different. It is inquisitive. It is wanting to be very knowledgeable about life. But I talk about this today because today is her birthday. She is the wonderful 72. I know she's not mine, and nobody, knowing that. Still very youthful in her appearance, and the genes are good. Like, I come from a good stock of genes. Her and my daddy have really good genes. So I can be 36 for the rest of my life. I like that part of it. Anyway, when I think about her and the place that I was in of not really understanding, because we had, our clashes were like crazy. She had all this long, luscious hair. And if y'all know, back up, in the time, anybody, it was, Trina had this long hair and these long fingernails. And back in the 1900s, like, you were supposed to, as a woman, you were supposed to have long hair, and you were supposed to have long fingernails. That's what made you a feminine woman. I did not have long hair. I had fingernails that were brittle and they would break off. Like, we had so many differences, with us. And I remember one time I had a curl and I wanted to wear my curl slick. And she was like, no, do it like this. And I got so mad because I was like, what you know about having 3 strands on your head? You can wear your hair any way you want to. I'm telling you, that made me so mad. And I think that's where it immediately went left for us, because hair has always been a thorn in my side when it comes to me not having as much as I want. Now, it don't make no difference now because I can go find hair and put hair in. And it is what it is. It's mine now. But at the time, it was such a terrible thing. And I'm talking about, it separated us. And I was much more masculine than my mother. You know, I would laugh loud. And all of that is fine when it's based around testosterone. When my daddy does it, there's no issue with it. But as a woman, when you do it, you look out of place and you're bringing too much attention to yourself. And, you know, given that time when I didn't know how to really act, and when we go back and look at what we're doing at that time, we're just trying to figure out who we are. So we're trying to figure out how this works. And so many people are telling us, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. And this is what you have to do. And I fought all of it. I was just in fight mode. And she was my number one enemy. She was the absolute number one enemy. I remember going to college and she sat me down, or we were standing up, I don't know. But the conversation was, she said, this is a new start for you. You can go to school, and nobody, at the time I was going to Winston State, and nobody I knew was going to Winston State, which was fantastic. You can create a whole new life for yourself, she told me. And she says, I've been looking over this catalog, and I think a degree in sociology would be really good for you. And I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Because I really didn't want to go to college. I wanted to go to beauty school. Like I'm going to do hair. That's what I want to do. But okay, I'm going to go to college. But she picked that major for me. I didn't even pick that major. It was like, whatever. Once I got into that major in school, today I can say, I've been a freaking sociologist all my life. It's amazing how when you think people don't see you, they don't recognize who you are. She was my mama. She absolutely recognized who I was. She knew who I was. Did she get on my nerves? Absolutely. I think she's supposed to. Everybody's mama's supposed to get on their nerves, especially mamas that love you, because what they want is the best for you. And I didn't see that then. And I see that now, very much so, because everything has worked out the way that it was supposed to. When I had my son, she was the one that was there. She like up and down, in and out, she was there. I was going through depression during that time. Postpartum was bad. I'd just be sitting in the room crying. She come in there and say, you cannot cry around this baby all day and all night. I cried my entire pregnancy, and I probably cried his first year of life. But his sugar came in, and she taught him, and she was the one that taught him how to pee-pee on the potty. Like, I didn't do none of that. So I tell people all the time, I've never been a single mama. Because anything that I thought she didn't give me, she gave to my son. And it is a rewarding experience to have somebody that loves you that much, even when you don't love yourself. But in my 36 now, it's 48. In my 36 years, I can honestly say that God gave me to the people who I needed to be given to for this time, to be able to get to the place of loving all that you see now. I was going to put a wig on, and I bought this wig to wear. And when I got it, I was like, yeah, no, I can't do that. And so you asked me why. Well, why wouldn't you put the wig on? Because it's not, wearing fake hair ain't that big of a deal to me. But I can't put the wig on because my hairline is jacked up. But it's mine. It's my hairline. And if I put a wig on, I won't get to see my hairline. That's how much I love myself at this point. And that is very much all based on how she has helped develop me. Even when it didn't seem like it made sense, even when I didn't feel like it was love behind it, it was. It was always, she did the absolute best that she had to give me. She gave me everything that she had to give me. The other stuff I had to just go figure out. And that was a part of my experience here. That was a part of the way that I have learned, which was a part of the gift. I tell people all the time now, you're born with the gift. That's who you are. The experiences that you have is what you do. And you can cultivate a character based on your experiences. But the gift will always be there. That's why sometimes you see people who, oh man, they are so gifted, but their whole life is jacked up because they're not cultivating character. She helped me cultivate character, even when I didn't think she knew what she was doing. She might have even knew she was doing it, but that's exactly what happened. She helped me cultivate character, and she helped me to be who I am now, even in when I didn't think that's what was happening. She was giving me the things. She the one said, hey, this degree, this sociology is probably, I'm telling you, I've been a sociologist all my life. When I tell you, people be looking at me now. I have a friend. He says, he calls me Cleo's cousin. And so you're like, who is Cleo? Miss Cleo from the 1900s. She was a part of one of the psychic networks, because I am in tune with how society gives us information and we process it and it comes out. He'd be like, you know me better than I know myself. No, I just know patterns. I know how they work. And that is based on my mother giving me what I needed for me to go out and get everything else that I needed to have. So on this wonderful day of January the 24th, I want to say happy birthday to her. And I wish her as many more years as she would like to be here, and as much love as she would like to have, because that's how this works. And that's for everybody. You can have all the things that you want if you want them. You just have to make a decision, which is just a choice, to be in a peaceful place, to be in a joyful place. And when you do that, you'll be all right. So, peace. See y'all next time.